Hello, my name is Kelsea Hopkins. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist and am enrolled to begin the Yale School of Medicine Physician Assistant online program. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I'm the daughter of two amazing wanderlust hippie souls, and we moved around a lot. I can tell you with that, didn't come the best access to healthcare. And when I was 8 years old, I dropped to the floor and the world went dark. I woke up a scared little girl, now diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Unusual for someone this age. And as I mentioned, my family didn't have the best access to healthcare. So my diabetes went unchecked for several years as we moved through wall tents, places without running water or electricity, and all over. It wasn't until my parents went back to school and had steady accommodations to where I started getting interested in health and wellness. This is where a physician assistant finally took time to learn about my story. And my story was different than everybody else's. And that's how healthcare works. Everyone's story is different. I decided then and there, when I was 16 years old, that I wanted to be different and I wanted to support other people in their healthcare and in their wellness. So now I am a registered dietitian, ready to embark on a journey to become a physician assistant so that I can be at the core of clients' care and support access to healthcare as well as quality care. My passion for healthcare continued as I went to college at Boise State University. However, college is a time with drastic changes, and I did struggle to balance classes, a social life, work responsibilities, and my health. Luckily, my sophomore year, my whole view on education changed. I had a newfound excitement for learning and had great friends and more interest in outdoor activities. This started making me think outside of the box on my own health. I worked with another physician assistant and a dietitian to get off of all diabetes medications using simply diet and exercise. I love the idea of combining food and medicine in a holistic approach to support people, as I was supported. As I learned to balance everything, including my health, I graduated proudly cum laude, and I went to graduate school at Bastyr University and graduated magna cum laude. I also completed a dietetic internship so I could support patients on their own health journeys. Now I live wellness, and I help my clients find that same passion for their own lives. As an intern and a dietitian, I've had many patients, each with their own stories. So much of my story is that of my patients' stories. One patient came to me for a nutrition visit. She had a voucher that offered her free care for her unmanaged diabetes. Her doctor had given her medications and gave me orders to give her education on carbohydrate counting. I asked her first to tell me just about her story. She looked at me and I remember tears began to fill her eyes. She had recently been homeless. She didn't know where she was going to sleep that night or when her next meal would even be, and I knew that diabetes management was not her top priority. We instead focused on finding resources to support her journey of recovery right then and there. I was the first provider she had worked with who really listened to her and her story. I didn't simply tell her to store her medication in the fridge, which she didn't have. I didn't go through carbohydrate counting, though that's what that doctor wanted. Instead, we focused on her basic needs. We started by finding stable accommodations at Mary's place, where I'd volunteered. She got a job in their kitchen and learned about cooking. She came back many times, and we finally did get to talk about carbohydrate counting and medication management. She ended up with a stable job working as a cook and slowly transitioned into the life she wanted, with the health she wanted and wellness. This patient solidified my need to have a bigger role in supporting each patient, no matter their circumstances. And I saw a piece of my own story in hers. My journey that started as a little girl with unmanaged diabetes and now becoming a strong and competent dietitian who loves wellness and who fights for every single patient and access to healthcare. I knew after this and so many other clients that being only a dietitian wouldn't be enough. I'm ready to become a physician assistant as well and to support healthcare in general. I want to be at the core of my clients' care and support more than just their acute treatments. I'm going to use my passion, my resources, my knowledge, and my out-of-the-box thinking to empower people to take charge of their health and their story. My story? Well, that's just beginning. I'm really excited for you to review this application, and thank you for your time.